All right, Nate Human here with North Dakota state champion Kyle Burwick, and also a cadet freestyle All-American last summer at 113 pounds. Kyle, how's your summer been so far?
Good, good. I've been working a lot. I've been training a lot down in Hettinger. It's been kind of tough, making weight, but it's all right. It makes you tougher. You learn some pretty good discipline. It's hard when you don't have a lot of practice partners, but I'll get it done. It's been fun. We've been down to Akron, we've been down to Tulsa, and now we're going to come up to Fargo. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. It should be a fun time this week, and I'm looking forward to getting weighed in and then getting ready to wrestle in the dome again.
So last time we talked, you were your idea and plan was to go to Akron. Talk about how that plan ended up going through, making weight down there at 54 kilos, winning a couple matches. How that's going to prepare you for Fargo, because that's probably the toughest tournament for cadets and juniors, tougher than Fargo.
Yeah, by far. When my dad brought that up to me, that Jared still wanted to go and that we'd have an opportunity, I figured I was still a FILA cadet. So, I said, why not? The opportunity's there, you got nothing to lose, try and make a world team. I went there, I wrestled, I feel like I wrestled a lot better throughout the tournament. I took a couple losses to some really, really good guys, but I feel like everybody's beatable at that tournament. It's just I made some good adjustments. It kind of disappointed the way it turned out. 2-2, a couple matches from All-American there, but it was really tough weight class. 119 pounds, 54 kilograms. Kind of a little tougher to make weight, but it was a really fun time. It was fun going with Jared and my dad, first time flying, so it was kind of fun. It was just, I'd say that one was a pretty bad meat grinder of a tournament. I mean, that one, when there's a world team spot on the line, when there's a cadet world team spot on the line, there's guys that come from everywhere. There were guys from everywhere, and then you got the university side on top of that. So I mean, there were what 3,000 kids there, including 25-year-old guys. So. It was a fun tournament. I learned a lot. I made a lot of adjustments that I feel like I fixed at Tulsa. A lot of stuff in the high C series, high C finishes and stuff. So I think going to Akron really kind of opened my eyes up to that next level of competition that we're going to always have in the summer. So it's always a fun time to get to those tournaments, to see where you're at, to challenge yourself, fix some things. So I think going to Akron really benefited me, going down to Tulsa and now coming to Fargo. So I think we'll be ready, make some more adjustments by then, and then I think it was a big benefit going there. It was a fun time.
So how is wrestling at Akron going to prepare you as a first-year junior, 120 pounds?
I'd always had that in the back of my head, like, geez, I'm a junior now. These guys are so much older than me. No, I mean it's the same guys. I wrestle the same guys in high school. There's no different. I mean, there's gonna be good guys wherever you go. You're gonna be grinding. You're gonna be fighting for everything. You got nothing to lose. All you got is to go out there and show what you have. So going there, I think a lot of those guys will probably be juniors too. Some of them will probably be USA cadets. But wrestling in Akron, it really kind of showed what some of the competition is gonna be like. But then on top of that, I wrestled in junior duels as a cadet, and I was, I kind of had that same thought. Geez, some of these guys might be juniors; they'll be older than me. But it didn't really matter. I didn't really care. I ended up going 6-3 in freestyle last year, and I went 7-1 in freestyle this year. So, and then a lot of those guys that I wrestled were actually junior All-Americans, anyways. So, you're gonna find good guys wherever you go. It doesn't really matter where they're from, what their name is. Everybody's good. When you get to that level, everybody brings their A game to the table. So, I feel like I got, there's nothing to lose, when you go to those type of tournaments and then you see that competition. So I feel like it really kind of sharpened my mindset getting ready for that. So it'll be a fun time, just wrestle to compete, wrestle to win, win the positions and everything.
So talk some more about the tune-ups you've made since Akron and junior duels. You talked about your high C positions, but maybe some things you did really well too that you think you've been working on still even.
Yeah, definitely. I know I've been working on my lace a little bit. It's kind of hard. Like I said, down at Hettinger, kind of training by yourself or something. It's kind of hard to work on some fine-tune technique, but. Every time I get in these rooms here with all these guys, I'm trying to, just soak up everything I can, soak up all the technique, all the little ideas, all the tips and tricks, whatever you can get. So I've been working on my lace a lot. I feel like, if I can get to my lace, I can score a lot of points. That's my philosophy when I wrestle freestyle. I want to get to my takedown. I want to get to my lace. I've been working on my gut a little bit more. I was able to get it a couple times in Greco, which was nice. So I know that I have that in my back pocket. Obviously working on that high C position. We've been working on a lot of crackdown positions here the past few days at camp. I think the big thing about adjusting into freestyle was that you can't spend a lot of time underneath. You got to finish up and hard right away, and that's something that really it transitions into folk style a lot. So you can't get stuck underneath guys in folk style. You want to be finishing hard. You want to be finishing up. You want to be scoring your forwards. You want to be scoring your twos to laces. So, I think that was a big adjustment I made. So I think we'll tighten everything up here in the next week and then just get ready to wrestle.
Okay, talk about being a multi-sport athlete. Just last night you were out playing a baseball game here in town. Talk about being a multi-sport athlete and maybe playing football this fall and things like that. How that kind of affects your wrestling.
Yeah, coming from a small community like that, a lot of kids, we got to be multi-sport athletes. If nobody goes out for those sports, it's kind of tough. So I love playing baseball. I love playing football. I love, my dad always told me, you don't really want to be a one-sport athlete. In certain positions, yes, but where I come from, I had to be out there. I had to be, getting workouts in with the football team. Had to be lifting. Had to be playing baseball. Because being a multi-sport athlete, it helps so much more in the greater the greater outlook of everything. So playing baseball, seeing new teammates, just hanging out with the guys. I feel like being a multi-sport athlete, it's a fun time. You kind of got to balance your time a little bit. I'm going straight from 2 workouts in the morning from wrestling straight to 2 7-inning games that count against the Bismarck Reps. So it's kind of tough in the summer trying to balance all that stuff out with like Legion baseball and trying to lift and trying to wrestle. But it's it works out. I get everything all worked out. I get rides here and there. I make sure I'm training where I need to, and then upcoming this fall, maybe look at preseason nationals or something. You never know, something like that. But I think for the football team, the Nighthawks, down at Hettinger, Scranton, we're gonna be pretty good. We only lose we lose some good seniors, but we got a lot of raw talent coming up for 9-man football. So I think I'll play football there, and then we'll get right back into wrestling. I'll still be training wrestling, probably coming to Melmer fall camp and everything. So it's always a good time to get out on the football field or get out on the baseball field. I think it helps in the wrestling part of it. It kind of gives you a better look at what you need to work on too. You kind of get to look back. Maybe make some good adjustments in different sports too, which kind of helps you out. Team aspect of things. Team sports, pulling for each other. It's big in wrestling too, because you got duels. Then you got junior duels, and then you got the individual aspect. So definitely.
Anything else you want to add for us, Kyle?
I'm just having a good time at camp here. I don't get a lot of times where I get a room like this. I'm trying to get with all the best guys in the state. We got tons of good guys in there. We got tons of good clinicians, tons of coaches. I feel like we're doing a good job at this camp. We're working hard, getting good workouts in, and just ready to weigh in, ready to get rolling, and then get right back into freestyle.
All right, Kyle. Thanks a lot.
Yep, no problem.